Randy Orton is feeling very sad that Kevin Owens has to miss their upcoming match at WrestleMania 41 because Owens needs neck surgery. Orton expressed his feelings in an interview, saying he hates that Owens has to go through this tough time, which is not just physical but also mental. Orton, who had surgery himself in 2022, has been supportive of Owens and even helped him get a second opinion from a doctor he trusts. He advises Owens to make the best decisions for himself and his family during this challenging time. Despite the change in his match plans, Orton is still expected to compete at WrestleMania, though his new opponent hasn't been announced yet. He recently signed a new 5-year contract with WWE and is enjoying his time in the ring, hoping to continue wrestling for many more years. Randy Orton said to Complex, "If we're being real here, my heart breaks for Kevin. I think, first and foremost, I just hate that he's got to go through that. Even more than a physical journey he's got to go on to let his body heal, it's a mental journey too. His body's been through it, and now he's paying that price. Like he said in the ring the other day, we all pay the price at one point or another." Bully Ray, a WWE Hall of Famer, believes that the match against Charlotte Flair is crucial for Stratton's career. He argues that she needs to compete against Flair, who is considered one of the top wrestlers in WWE, to help elevate her status in the wrestling world. Recently, the two wrestlers had a heated exchange where they insulted each other, which has raised questions about whether it was wise to pair them together. Stratton made a comment about Flair being divorced multiple times, while Flair responded by suggesting that Stratton's partner was flirting with her. Despite the personal nature of their comments, WWE plans to move forward with the match as previously scheduled. Bully Ray emphasizes that this opportunity at WrestleMania could be a turning point for Stratton, as a victory over a seasoned wrestler like Flair could significantly boost her reputation in the women's division. Bully Ray said, "There is no doubt in my mind. Tiffany Stratton needs Charlotte Flair. Without Charlotte, you don't get to climb that ladder of success because she's the top of the food chain. She's the highest rung on the ladder. Tiffany Stratton should thank her lucky stars that she gets to step foot in a ring with Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania because Charlotte will make Tiffany famous." Hat tip to Wrestling INC for the transcript. We have an update on WWE's WrestleMania plans for Chelsea Green. According to Fightful, she is not currently scheduled to appear. Despite being popular with fans, it appears that she will not be part of the WrestleMania event. Reports indicate that she is not scheduled to defend her title or host the show, even though there were suggestions for her to be involved. Chelsea recently lost a match on WWE SmackDown and last defended her championship in March on WWE NXT. Other championships, like the Women's Intercontinental Championship, will also not be defended at WrestleMania. Instead, the champions will participate in tag team matches. This could change, and we will keep you updated. Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE champion, will appear on the WWE SmackDown show on April 18th. This episode is important because it is the last SmackDown before WrestleMania 41, where Rhodes will defend his championship against John Cena in the main event. The lineup for the SmackDown episode includes Cody Rhodes and John Cena, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, a match for the WWE Tag Team Championships between the Street Profits and the Motor City Machine Guns, a women's tag match featuring Chelsea Green, Alba Fire, and Piper Niven against Zelina Vega, Kaden Carter, and Katana Chance. Mariah May, a wrestler currently with AEW, is likely moving to WWE. Reports suggest that her time in AEW is coming to an end, especially since she hasn't appeared on TV since losing a match in March. There are hints that her contract with AEW is ending this summer, and both Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez, wrestling insiders, believe she wants to join WWE. May's recent Instagram post, which included a quote about making decisions, has added to the speculation about her future. Mariah May previously had a successful run in Stardom and joined AEW in late 2023. She became quite popular, winning the AEW Women's World Championship and holding it for 174 days before losing it back to Toni Storm. There were worries about Bron Breakker's health after he seemed to hurt his knee during a recent match on WWE Raw. This happened when he was involved in a segment where he fought against other wrestlers. Despite the injury scare, a wrestling expert named Dave Meltzer reported that Braun Breaker is actually okay and not seriously hurt. He is scheduled to defend his championship title in a big match at WrestleMania 41 on April 20th, where he will compete against three other wrestlers: Finn Balor, Penta, and Dominic Mysterio. Randy Orton is preparing for his 20th WrestleMania, but doesn't yet know who he will face because his planned opponent, Kevin Owens, has had to withdraw due to a neck injury. Orton, who recently turned 45, has expressed a renewed passion for wrestling, partly due to the positive changes in WWE since Vince McMahon stepped down. Orton admits he misses McMahon, but appreciates the healthier and more supportive atmosphere in the locker room under Paul Triple H Levesque's leadership. He believes that the backstage environment is much better now, allowing wrestlers to feel more at ease. Despite his long career, Orton has faced serious health challenges, including a back injury that nearly forced him into retirement in 2022. After a lengthy recovery, he made a comeback in late 2023 and hopes to extend his wrestling career for another 5 years. Regarding Kevin Owens, Orton sympathizes with his friend's situation and has offered to help him find a good surgeon for his injury. Owens is expected to be out of action for a significant time, potentially missing the next WrestleMania. Orton said, "There's a part of me that misses the old boss, but so many things have changed for the better." A former wrestling champion, Nikki Bella, is secretly training with current WWE star Natalya as rumors swirl about her possible return at WrestleMania 41. Natalya shared that Nikki has been flying in regularly to train with her, showing a lot of enthusiasm and skill. They reminisced about starting their careers together in WWE many years ago when they had little but a strong passion for wrestling. Nikki has also hinted at participating in an upcoming event called Evolution 2025 and teased that both she and her sister, Brie Bella, might be making a return at WrestleMania 41, suggesting they are ready for more than just promoting their wine business during their visit to Las Vegas. Drew McIntyre will face Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. This match is important because McIntyre feels that Priest has wronged him in the past, including taking away his chance to win a championship. Bully Ray Dudley, a former wrestler, believes this match could be one of the best of the event, even though it might not get as much attention as other matches. He thinks it will be exciting because it's a street fight, meaning anything goes, and both wrestlers are strong and skilled. Mark Henry, another wrestling legend, agrees that this WrestleMania will be memorable for its quality matches, even if they don't have the same big moments as in some previous years. He describes it as a meat and potatoes event, focusing on solid wrestling rather than flashy gimmicks. Overall, both Dudley and Henry think that the match between McIntyre and Priest could surprise fans and be a highlight of the weekend. Randy Orton, a well-known WWE wrestler, recently talked about his situation for WrestleMania 41, which is happening soon. He was supposed to have a match, but his opponent, Kevin Owens, got injured, leaving Orton without a match. In an interview, Orton expressed that he remains hopeful about participating in WrestleMania. He mentioned that it would be disappointing if he couldn't showcase his signature move, the RKO, at the event. He also shared his sympathy for Kevin Owens due to his injury. Despite not having a match lined up, Orton is optimistic that something can be arranged that will excite fans. Orton said, "I'm staying optimistic, and I think that, not to sound like a cocky asshole or anything, but I think that it's hard for me to even say this, but I think that the star power that Randy Orton has in the professional wrestling world, or bubble, or whatever you want to call it, I think that it would be a shame if I wasn't somehow put in a position where I can at least hit an RKO at WrestleMania. My hopes would be that we are able to make some sense of something and get people invested." WWE SmackDown had an average of 1.551 million viewers last Friday on the USA Network, which is a small decrease of 1.7% from the previous week. Despite this drop, it was still one of the most watched episodes since mid-March. In the important age group of 18 to 49 years old, SmackDown had the highest rating on television with a score of 0.45, even though this was down 4.3% from last week. This rating is also one of the best the show has seen since March 14th. There wasn't much competition from other sports that night, as a league owned by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson only attracted 682,000 viewers and a rating of 0.13 in the same age group. When compared to the same week last year, SmackDown's viewership has dropped significantly, about 37.9% overall and 40.8% in the 18 to 49 category. Overall, this week's show saw a slight decrease in viewers and a bigger drop in the 18 to 49 rating compared to recent averages.